Alrighty guys, so this video, as you would have seen on the title of this video, the favorite retail stocks are crashing. Now, this video was the most demanded. This video has the stocks pretty much that are audience favorite. When I say audience favorite, not necessarily of my members, but many of you who watch my channel who are retail traders, these stocks are your favorite because I get emails of you asking me to talk about these. So I am here to talk about these with you guys. With that, I want to let you know none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. So what are these stocks? Well, the first one is Robinhood. All right. So look, I'm not here to scare you in any way or form. I'm here to teach you on what is the price action telling us and where you should be putting your money, where your money will work best for you. I'm here to teach you in your best interest how to grow your money, nothing else. Okay? So I will never tell you the lie that you want to hear. I will never tell you what you want to hear if that serves your purpose of, this is what I want to hear. I own Robinhood and I want to hear, yes, it's going to go up. No. Okay, if it's the price action is not telling it's if the price action is telling me it's not gonna go up, I'm not gonna tell you that it's gonna go up. I'm gonna tell you it's gonna go down. And anyways, so the point is that Robinhood lately has been in the decline. Now, having said that, yes, it's going down. However, this was our trade on my members side. Okay, we took this trade, this particular one, recent one, from $83 all the way up here, and this was our trailing area 110. If you are a member on my Patreon, 110, you knew that it's below that is not a play, it's not a trade. This is the trailing area, gotta get out if you start to lose 110. And I even reiterated to my members this very day, guys, this play is over. This play is over now. Okay, you cannot get back into it. We will test most likely now 95 and along the way is 102. We got just that. Now, when we started rebounding here, I also told my members, it's just a rebound. Okay, it's just a rebound. Below 110 will still remain negative. And look at this thing, came down again. Down here, Robinhood unfortunately is not a buy. It was a buy when we took the trade on my Patreon, but right now it's no longer a buy. If you are interested to follow along 25 plus stocks or 30 plus stocks I talk with my members, consider joining my members only videos membership. And if you also happen to join trading tools with that on my Patreon, links are in the description of this video, you will also get access to my free DRAM portfolio. This portfolio I just started building with a lot of different strategies all combined together. This is the stage where it's the building time of the portfolio on the DRAM that I'm doing. Don't miss out, because a month from now, if you get late and then you get interested, you already missed out the whole portfolio building stage, right? Then you're gonna be catching up, right? Anyways, details are in the description of this video. All right, this comes for free if you happen to join stocks coverage plus trading tools membership on my Patreon. All right, let's get back over here. So Robinhood unfortunately is in the decline, and at this point next zone is $84. Okay, nothing else to see here. Can it turn around? Not from where it is, guys. Look at the today's candle. Oh no, like it's like bam, slam dunk, right? No, right now, well, it's weeks away before even any turnaround has to happen. But this was the trade. Prior to that, this was also the trade which we took on my member side. Then this was the next trade that we took. Yeah, it's gone for weeks and months now. It's not coming back, in my opinion. Anyways, so what's the next one? That is retail audience favorite, but is not doing much. That is Reddit. Reddit actually is a very noisy one. Now, this price action is chaotic. So this one was a different type of a trade, and The first one was this drawing that you see here. This was the first trade that at this point, months ago that we took. And the target was 183. I actually pretty much got out very close to 183 here. And I personally never added in this rebound here, in this rebound. I was done with this. That was it for me. Now, lately, because for me, this was not really worth it because I knew, well, there is not much move in if I take into account what position I took here. So, and it just was not worth my capital. This is where things were about to turn around again. Unfortunately, once it lost with this especially red candle coming down and losing 180, it's all over. Gone. Kaboom. That was the end of it. The stop loss, that means $180. Reddit, unfortunately, below $180 will continue to remain negative. And the way the price action is looking much weaker. So below 180, you cannot really buy this thing, and you should not right now. Now, it doesn't mean if below 180, if we get to 130, it's still not a buy. It doesn't mean that. What I'm saying is that in the price action that I'm seeing right now, at this point, 180 below is not a buy. Can this become 180 below a buy again? Yes, it can still become a buy, but we have to see a price action that shows that it's a buy. It's not a buy right now. All right, so that's the Reddit. All right, let's take a look at Sofi, the third one. Now, this one I don't talk on my membership for the reasons. As you can see, this thing is not tradable. Okay, now having said that, though, I used to talk about it. This is where I was telling about on my, because it was really requested quite a lot. It was a lot requested, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. But I never trade Sofi. I don't have a position in Sofi. And this was the zone that I said that as we lose it right over here, it's gone. It's gone, and it just gone, right? And you can see once it lost this 2650, it just went down, right? And I have just never liked to talk about it, as here and there members or individuals have asked me, and I have given them previously this zone that it can become a bounce or a support zone, which it did, but I said that don't expect much. We may still reject somewhere up here, okay? So not exactly here, it was, I think, I don't remember exactly, but it was somewhere around in this zone that we'll see a rejection again, okay? So, but the point is that for the reasons that I just wasn't expecting anything in this price action for Sofi to do. And at this point also, it's still not a buy, okay? It's declining even here. And this is a very strong resistance going forward on Sofi right now. You should not be buying this thing right now, regardless of whatever the sentiments are. Yes, we do have a support on this thing here, but when the things are choppy like that for a stock like Sofi, I would not suggest that you get into it. If you have a position and you still believe in it, then you do your thing. If you are looking from where your capital is best put towards and what is the current price action on a given instrument, then Sofi doesn't fit those criteria. Your capital right now in this will not going to work for you. Its earnings are coming around. Only earnings can change it if something happens. Let me take a look at Robinhood. Earnings are also coming around, but it's right now sentiment is fully broken. And Reddit earnings are also coming around. Yes, sure, if something has to change, it will be around the earnings, but the way the price action is right now, you cannot do it. You cannot do it, okay? Now, let's talk about Sofi here, right? Now, after earnings, like definitely if you see a strong comeback around 1967 or breakout above that, oh, absolutely. It is a turnaround then. But also remember that it doesn't have to do that. And if it doesn't do that, it's still gonna remain weak. And unfortunately losing 1470, it doesn't have to lose it, but if it loses big, because if it can gap up after earnings, so it can gap down also after earnings. One thing you can get behind on Sofi maybe is that, hey, you may not expect much capex on the AI side. Okay, so that's something you can, I think, get behind, that you may not see that big of a gap up or gap down. I don't think Sofi is much of a gapper. Well, it is actually, it is here. So anyways, guys, at least for right now, it's not a buy. Like, it can make its way even down here at 1465, and if it loses it, then you are watching like $10.80 or something on this thing again. So you try to separate the hype behind the stock from its chart. Okay, that's the important thing. Yes, every chart has its own personality, and Sofi is not your volatile stock. Sofi is not something that gives you rapid big moves. Okay, so it's not even that it's really worth playing the chart. So separate a little bit of the hype from, the the chart itself, right? So anyways, as I said, I'm here to tell you what the reality is with the price action, and hope you don't own these stocks. Well, especially Robinhood and Reddit, I have covered with my members, and they knew when to buy, they knew when to not buy. We have made money on Robinhood, we have made money on Reddit, and we have exited at the right place and the right time on those. Okay, for example, I'll tell you Shopify as well, even though this is not really that requested from many of you, but I'll tell you about a Shopify trade that we took on the membership side. And this was just a trade for me. Okay, so what was this trade? This is where I started building the position. And this is where exactly the top I got out. And I told my member all of it. I even, especially the very day when I exited all of my position, I told my members right here, guys, I'm fully out. I left a post on my Patreon, real-time post. I'm fully out. I literally caught that. I wasn't planning to, because I don't think that you need to chase the exact bottom and the exact top in the trade. But this just happened to work out because I was seeing signs of that. I did explain my members my reasoning behind getting into it and getting out. I explained, I'm not going to go in this video in that detail. Now, this was the trailing area, actually 120. So if for any reason, like technically this means it's your trailing stop loss or hard stop loss, however you want to manage the position. So if let's say for any reason I would not have gotten out here, which I don't know why I would not do that, because it was my trade and I was seeing all the signs. And this I already told my members prior to that before I took the position here, I told them, guys, it's gonna slow down here. Like, my members can go and pick that video. Okay, even when I took that trade here and the price action was here, I already told that I expect price to slow down here somewhere and I want to get out there when we get there. Okay, so that combined with, as I was watching the price action, I'm like, I was already sizing down here, and then a couple of days later I'm like, yep, it's working out as how I expected. It's gonna really slow down, so I fully got out. And there were some other reasons that I explained to my members. And this was like, if for any reason somewhere is having like their trailing area, this was the full like get out here below that. And you can see right then and after, like, it just completely gone, right? So it's important to understand the price action. Now on my membership, I talk a lot about many of these things. DRAM portfolio is where you can literally just get all my real-time alerts, how I'm building this portfolio. All right, guys, well, that's all I had for you in this video. And with that, if you are interested in my memberships, details you will find in the description of this video. I'm just telling you, there are choices out there, okay, to get help in the trading side of the things. You don't have to join if you don't want to. I'm not gonna grab your hands and make you do anything. No, I'm not even, telling you to join the member. You know what? Just don't join the membership. Just do whatever you want to do. I'm just here to tell you what I'm doing, right? And I share my opinion, right? And I'm just telling you, there are choices. If you need help, join the membership, be the part of other members and learn the price action. I'm already telling you what I'm doing, right? And you will get so many perks. But hey, as I said, I'm not gonna hold your hands and make you join the membership. No, you know what? Don't join. I don't care. All right. With that, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.